Hi guys, thanks for joining another episode of Future Forward, the podcast where I help you navigate this ever-changing world. And in this podcast, I just want to talk about the beauty of difference, right? And I think in modern times, the main conflicts or the reason for all the conflicts we have is as a result of, social constructs that create divisions amongst people. Right? You have race, you have religion, you have, social beliefs, ethnic beliefs, all these different things, right? That create division amongst people as a society. And I think, it's something that has been perpetuated to us by generations that, came before us, right? If you look at life from a different perspective, where you embody all the differences or the beauty that comes in all the differences of just people as a whole, right? Just the ability to have people that are that different in life, right? Creates an environment that is more pleasurable, creates an environment that allows for more vibrance, allows for you to, experience different cultures because they are there, right? Experience different religions because they are there, experience different beliefs because they're there. If you had one race, right? If you saw your race as the dominant race and you only wanted one race, would that not take the pleasure out of life, right? Would that not take the pleasure out of actually living and experiencing? Because now you're functioning from a place that is one-directional, that is one-dimensional, right? So I think we fail to acknowledge that even as, all this hate is perpetuated, even as we hate people that don't look like us, right? Or sound like us or believe the things we, believe. In modern times, we are still enjoying the fruits of the difference, right? You could hate people from Mexico, but how many Mexican restaurants are there that you visit, right? You could hate people from, Jamaica, right? But how many times are you booking a flight to go travel to Jamaica, right? So you are going to enjoy all the experiences that come with these different people, but yet you do not want them. The only reason you can experience all these different experiences is because different people exist, right? So that being said, it's, I think it's more a call to the millennials, the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha, these generations that are coming below us, because, if you look at the world we live right now has been developed by the boomers, or it's been passed down to us by, boomers and the people who came before, but it's not their world anymore, right? Soon enough, we will be the ones in charge, right? Soon enough, we will be the ones to call the shots. We grew up together, like we grew up listening to the same kind of music, enjoying the same kind of experiences. We dress the same, and this is very common for, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, right? We all one mixing pot, right? So it's more of a call to the next generations as to, why don't we do it different, right? When it's our time, why don't we decide to have things happen on our terms, to remove the divisions, that exist in society, to remove the differences that separate us, differences that were imposed on us by the generations that came above. It's no longer their world, right? It's no longer they've done their damage. They've done damage to the world. They've, given us good things, but they've given us also bad things. They've also, taught us things that haven't been beneficial, right? And what I'm pushing for is that as the generations that are about to, take the flame, right? Why don't we stop and think, how can we make this place better, right? How can we make it better for us? Because it's us that's going to, live in this new world that we're going to create, not our parents or our grandparents. They had their turn, right? So, it's something to think about. When you're there, and I know there's some kids there that are being programmed right now by their parents to dislike a certain race, or by people in the community to dislike certain people, or to be sexist, or to be homophobic, or to be, to be just harmful in their own way, right? There are people who are being programmed that way so that that kind of evil is continuously perpetuated through the generations. My thing is, why don't we cut that, right? Whatever you are being programmed to right now that you know is not going to create a better world for you and your kids and people in your generation or your friends that you grew up with, having fun with in class, right? Why don't we scrap that? Whatever they're telling us, scrap it. We come up with our own formula, right, for how to live in this world, right? And I think it's time that we do that, right? We've been trying to change a world that was never ours, but the torch is about to be passed to us, right? We will decide what happens in the world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.